Hello, this is JP Miller with Humble. In our last video, we interacted with the Humble swap mechanism. This time we're going to check out the pools and we're going to interact with the pools in Humble Swap. So let's get into it. I'm going to start at the beginning. If you already have a wallet, you've already done all of that, feel free to skip ahead to the part where we actually get into a pool interaction. All right, but here we are, we're in Humble Swap. First thing we want is a wallet. So I'm going to create an Algorand wallet. We'll just do access now, if I can talk. And we'll accept the terms and create a password. Let's see. Cool, so we got our password for our new wallet, and then we'll create a new wallet. You'll need to remember this mnemonic phrase. And let's see, we can just show all. And I'm going to write these down because there's a little quiz. I'm going to do that, and then I'll see you on the other side of this little bit of work. But you should write this in like a paper. Like in a notepad is a great place to put this information. Okay, so I've wrote down all my words. I said that I've got them backed up, and now I'm going to do this little test. All right, easy enough. Name my wallet and create that. And type in my password again. Cool, we have created a new wallet. Awesome. And we have our wallet ID here. Of course, we're going to be on TESTNET. At the moment, Humble is only on TESTNET. And we just want to copy that address. So we're going to take that address. And now what we need to do is get some funds in there. You know, normally you go to a DEX or an exchange. You want to get some algos in there. We're going to use this faucet. I'm just going to dispense. All right, we got a status 200. So if we go over here in just a moment, this should update with our monies. 10 big ones. Do you have it for me? Do you has the funds? There it is. There it is. Only took a few seconds. Cool. So we got our completed transfer. Super quick. That's awesome. And we still have our addresses connected. So now we're done with that. We're going to connect. So let's connect to our wallet, and I'm going to connect to my Algo wallet and just put in my password again and connect. And of course, we select the Humble Swap wallet that I created just moments ago, and we're going to connect to that. All right, we've got 40 algos. Let's grab a token of DeFi. And you always want to make sure that the ID is accurate. Okay, so I'm going to get 20 because it's really easy to make an ASA and anyone can call it anything. So 20 algos, that'll give us 110 DeFis. We got our exchange rate there, swap fee. Okay, kind of a low risk. All right, cool. Let's swap these. Algo to DeFi, cool. Let's confirm that. And I'm going to put in my password. To opt in, I got to opt in the first time. You always need to opt into an asset the first time you're interacting with it. And now we're swapping 20. There was an error. It's blocking pop-ups again. Your browser, if your browser's blocking pop-ups, that's not going to work. So I'm using the Brave browser and it blocks pop-ups by default, which is usually excellent. In this case, not so much. Let's try it again. So just turn off that pop-up blocker for this site. Let's try again. Put in our password. And let's make this magic happen. All right, done. So now we have 20, just under 20 algos and 111 DeFis. So now that I'm stocked up on my coins of choice, I'm going to go into this Algo DeFi pool, and we're going to add into it. Let's max it out. All right, so we're going to put in 18 algos and 101 DeFis. And if I try to max out the DeFis, then it shows I have to have a minimum balance of 1.7 algos. Looks like that's what I'm short. So we're just going to max out the first token, and then we'll have a little bit of the second left over. And that's all right. And then we'll add our liquidity. Put in our password. All right, it's going to deposit funds. We might have a pop-up. Let's see. All right, it's depositing funds. Yep, and there's our pop-up here. So we're going to approve this transfer. And you can look into these if you like. You can see the details about what the transaction is exactly. Okay, that's okay. We're going to roll with the fee. 0.04 of an algo. I added liquidity. Woo, 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 woo. All right, it's very exciting. Very exciting. You can even view that on the Algo Explorer if you so choose. And so we've got 43 tokens. Cool. And here's my liquidity. That's really exciting. I can add more. I can remove myself from liquidity. I can check out the details, my share of the pool. So my share of the pool is roughly 0.25%. Cool. And I'll earn some rewards on this. So does it say at the bottom where that was in here when you add it? So by adding liquidity, you earn like 0.25% on all trades on the pair proportional to your share of the pool. So I guess that's 0.25%. And the fees are added to the pool and accumulate in real time. It can be claimed by removing your liquidity. So at any point in time in the future, I could remove that liquidity at any point when I desire to go to new pools or want to use those funds for something else. You can even create a pool, create our own DeFi and US Algo. Max it out. Not enough funds. Yeah. Oh, no, here we go. All right, so in this case, I want to max out my DeFi, and I'll put it on less than 2 algos. That's okay. We're just playing here. Add my liquidity. Sign this pop-up. Sign that. Deposit the funds. And I added liquidity. And let's see. You can view that on Algo Explorer as well. Yeah, and it just added a little more to what I had there already. But what you could do is if you create your own ASA, or if you have your own coin, you can upload that to Humble because it is a DEX, so anyone is able to add their ASAs. And then you can make pools with your ASA. So you can just fund it, you add liquidity, and have a mix of your coin or your asset, and mix that with Algos or USDC or USDT or whatever you'd like, and then create your own pool. And other people, if they believe in your product, can add their liquidity to that. And then as people interact with that pool, you're all able to, whoever is involved in it is able to claim a small portion of those fees. So this is really powerful applications for creating communities and tokenization within communities. And if you have strong communities, you build a strong community, they believe in your product, and you have utility that you're providing, that they're interacting inside of that pool, then it creates incentives for you and your community members to interact with those tokens and expand the pie. Let's expand the pie. Okay, well, this has been JP Miller with Humble. What we have done is gone through, we made a quick swap, and then we used Algos and DeFis to add liquidity to a pool. It was really exciting. And before all that, we created our own Algorand wallet, a My Algorand wallet, and even interacted with the dispenser to get some TESTNET tokens. So definitely check out Humble. This is on the TESTNET. We're going to be launching soon on mainnet. Get in here, get some experience while still in TESTNET. See ya.